So a couple of days ago, my Everlast Rocketbook came in the mail. Now, before you get all, so it's a notebook on me, let me talk to you a little bit about this whole thing. Everlast Rocketbook is a Kickstarter campaign. It was a Kickstarter campaign that I've been following for months. I've been burned once on Kickstarter, so I wasn't really sure if I wanted to support another campaign. So I just waited for a little bit, and then it was available on Amazon now, so I picked one up from Amazon. But I've been looking at this for months, and I was thinking this would be really good to have for me. Now, you may not know this about me. You probably do. I'm fairly OCD. Everything has to be just right. That doesn't mean I'm clean. I mean, if you see my desk right now, it's just a mess. But things have to be in a certain way for me. And I've been always really fascinated with stationery. I don't know why, but pens, notebooks in particular, I just love them. And I used to have a lot of moleskin notebooks, but I got really frustrated with those notebooks because I'm very inconsistent, and once I start writing really nicely in them, and then it gets all scribbly and horrible, and I don't want to look at it anymore. And I started to just not use them anymore. So I would buy an expensive notebook and maybe fill in a quarter, and then get so annoyed with myself because it doesn't look as neat anymore. I would just stop using it and get a new one, and just it kept on going. Then I went from the more expensive notebooks to the cheaper ones that are thinner. It's almost like just a carnet, just a little tiny one, a flexible one. But that didn't work either. It just wasn't working for me. What makes this Everlast notebook different is that it is erasable. That means you don't rip out the pages when you're done, or you don't have to buy a new one. When you're done with the page, or when you're done with a certain and you don't need it anymore, or you made a mistake and you think it's horrible and your writing sucks and it's just not nice, you just clean it off with a damp cloth and it wipes off cleanly, like spotless, and it's gone, and you can rewrite it or write something new. The other thing that the Everlast notebook has that I really love is it has an app that comes with it. Obviously, everything has an app these days. Just apps are everywhere. Just this one is actually nice because you want your stuff that you write in your book. You may want to have it accessible online, on your phone or on your computer. It's something that you want to keep for longer. Maybe some drawings that you did, or just some phone numbers if I remember, or whatever. You can take a picture of it and it will recognize it as a Rocketbook. You can either do JPEG or PDF, and you can even mark it on the page. I think Moleskine did that before. Then when you take a picture of it, your phone or your smartphone will notice where do you want it sorted to. On the Rocketbook, there are some symbols, and on each page they repeat them, so you can associate those symbols with services that you determine in the app. And then once you mark the page that has the symbol on, the phone will know where to send it to. So for example, the Apple, I wanted to go to Evernote, so I marked my page on the Apple, and now my phone knows that I'm going to send this PDF to Evernote automatically as soon as I take a picture of it. What's nice about this is that Evernote can recognize writing even when it's handwritten, and then this note becomes searchable, which is just phenomenal. So basically, I'm going to show you a little bit how this works. You basically take your pen, and now I have to talk about the pens too. It has to be a specific pen. It can't just be any pen. Don't write with any pen on your notebook. It has to be a friction pen. The friction pen, if you've never heard of them, are the best pens in the universe for people like me, because it's a regular fountain ballpoint, whatever they're called. Is it a ballpoint? which is probably what's a ballpoint. There's a little tiny ball in it, and then the ink, it comes in different colors. It writes like a nice gel pen, and it dries in a couple seconds. And then if you have to erase something, you erase it. Now, you see this here. This is an eraser, but it's not one of your standard of the mill erasers. It's not one of those erasers. It's that consumes itself. You see how the corners are. This is not really an eraser. It's actually a silicone tip. And this silicone tip, it creates, when it's on the page, it creates almost like a friction heat. And this friction heat will make the ink disappear. That means, smart, too hot and the ink will disappear. But we're talking about really high temperatures. So this friction, this works really well. This is the same system on these pages. You can correct whatever you write either with your little eraser, or if you want to take the whole page out, you have to have a moist cloth, because it doesn't go away. Like, it's not a whiteboard. You can do whatever, like, I'm rubbing really hard. It's not going away. It's still there. It's not. But if that thing was moist, and I'm not going to erase it now, and I know the word moist is, ugh, nobody likes the word moist, but it has to be not dry. And then you can wipe it off, and just to, like, there was stuff on this page. There's nothing left. Like, you just erase it. So why is this so great? I'm going to make myself some notes here, because, all right, what did I write? Everlast. So basically, the great thing about this book is that it writes like pen on paper. And that was important for me. I just had to have pen on paper feeling, otherwise I don't want it. You can erase little tiny mistakes that you make with the silicone nib that comes in every pen. And the pen is like $3. It's not very expensive. If you want to erase the entire page, tissue, moist tissue, something, you wipe it clean, you let it dry a little bit, and then it's done. So what that means for somebody like me is that when you made a mess on the page, like your writing is just really horrible, and you just don't want to look at it anymore, you don't have to rip the pages out. These pages are everlasting. There's 36 of them. You would just erase the page, and all traces of a horrible notebook go away. I mean, wrap your head around this for a second. How many times, if you're like me, have you started a notebook and just to find out later that it's not as neat anymore, and you hate it, and every time you have to open it, you hate it, you hate it, you hate it. Welcome to my life. Not anymore. When I'm done with the page, scribble, 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 take picture, done. Erase, 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 in a clean, nice, clean notebook. It is environmentally friendly, although it is polyester. This is the only book that you will need until it literally, even plastic falls apart at one point, but I predict this to use this like for quite a long time. The binding in the back is fairly solid. The front not so much, and it came to me scratched, but you know, stuff scratches up anyway. I'm not too worried about it. The spiral bind is it's plastic, so I don't know how long that's gonna last, but like I said, it's not, you don't have to find a place to store it. You take a picture of it, you erase it to 36 pages, and it'll last you for a long time. No more little scribbly notes all over the place and post-its and stuff like that. Forget about it. Just have one notebook. So environmentally friendly. I lost my page. Where was I? Okay. Okay. Handwriting practice. If you're like me, I just started a new evening class, and there's a lot of writing, and the first two were horrible because I'm on the computer basically all day. Literally from morning till night, I'm on the computer. I do a lot of typing. I'm really, really fast. I type with 10 fingers. I learned it in secretary school. 95% words per minute, no mistakes. I'm a fast typer. I type as fast as I talk. Like it's great. I love it. But because I'm typing so fast and because typing is not an issue for me, I almost forgot how to properly write. I learned handwriting in school. Back then they taught us how to do the cursive, whatever. I basically forgot how to handwrite without getting a cramp or without writing like chicken scratch. And you can literally just write, not worry about what it looks like. There's little tiny dots on the page that helps you write big or small depending what you want. You can make a little boxes because the little dots let you make boxes, whatever. So this for me has started to become something that I'm going to practice handwriting again without wasting paper, without having to worry about being neat. Just writing again is just amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I know it sounds dumb, but for me, I mean, who doesn't have problem handwriting these days? Everybody's on a smartphone, computer, or don't even. The notebook works exactly as they say it would, and for my purposes and my style of working and my style of writing and my style of organizing things, it fits right in there. And I take it to work, I take it to church, I take it wherever I need to take it with. When I have to write something down, when I want to remember something that I don't want to put on my phone. Don't get me wrong, I use my phone for everything. Appointments, it's the reminders that have to pop up in a certain time. But when you're on the phone with somebody and you have to scribble something down, you need to scribble on a piece of paper. It's just because you're on the phone, or sometimes somebody says something to you and you don't have time to take your phone out, unlock your phone, go and open the app. You just scribble it down. And I used to be the one that scribbled things down. And I had pages and pages and little on the back of envelopes, things, and no, it all goes in here. It doesn't matter how untidy it is. And that's the thing, it doesn't matter how untidy it is. It's a nice book, it works well, it has the automatic tagging. I can sort it, put it in where I need to. It's different than for just taking a picture of a page and then put it as a JPEG. It's just, the whole thing works. So is it worth the $30-something that it costs? In my opinion, it is. So check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Thanks for watching this video. I know, I'm sorry. It's just like, thanks for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up or 2 thumbs down, whatever you want. And I hope I see you around next time. Cheers.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.